Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is DC Comics Icons Batman in 4 minutes or less. DC Comics Icons Batman stands just barely 6 inches tall, and I mean, that's being friendly, including his ears. The reality is that he looks short regardless of what the numbers say because he's a smaller proportioned figure. Much smaller than your average Marvel Legends, Imports, NECA, DC UC, and just about everything currently being put out by DC Collectibles themselves. This is going to be a big problem for 6-inch figure collectors, and most certainly for figure photographers. The days of Batman teaming up with Ghost Rider and Boba Fett are over unless you want to get clever with your camera angles and photoshopping. It's not all in the height of the figure though. Some of the size reduction is due to an aesthetic decision to base the sculpting on the work of comic book artist Ivan Reis. His style, when translated into 3 dimensions, may not have the kind of heavy, blocky proportions that action figure fans are used to. Maybe Batman's ears are a little short, maybe the belt isn't quite the way you like it, but this is it. And this specific style is the style that DC Collectibles is using for the entire Icons line going forward, so either learn to love it or check out for a few years. Everything is going to be interpreted through the Ivan Reis lens. Now, whether you like Ivan Reis's artwork or not, the sculpting on this figure is excellent. There are plenty of details to get lost in, from his armpit wrinkles to pouch buttons to his tiny furrowed brow. And while I understand the real-world reasons for an all-black batsuit, especially in the movies, I've always been a fan of the blue and gray Neil Adams, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez look. Even Frank Miller used the blue and gray suit in The Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, he's the Dark Knight, but Batman in the blue and gray feels more like a superhero to me and less like a vigilante, and that's what he's supposed to be, closer to Superman than the Punisher. That said, I'm glad they muted the colors here and went with a more modern bat symbol with no yellow shield behind it. It's not as iconic, but it is a real-world concession that I can allow. That was good. DC heard the fans and gave them some fantastic articulation, including double-jointed knees and elbows and a double-jointed ab crunch. However, with every step forward, there's a step back, and unfortunately the neck and hips don't move the way you would expect them to, and ultimately don't allow for that much movement, which still leaves this figure feeling rigid from his head through his bat trunks, especially since neither of the 2 ab crunches allow for any range of waist swivel. Let's try that again. And with no thigh cut and basically a Y-shaped crotch, good luck getting Batman to sit like a proper gentleman. Batman comes packed with 2 Batarangs and 2 alternate handsets and an additional hand holding his Batrope launcher. There's nothing I like better than alternate handsets, so that gets 5 thumbs up from me. The added dimension of expressiveness makes up for some of the limitations on posability. The Batrope is a little weird though, since there's a ball on one end, I assume to prevent the gun from coming off the rope. It looks like they intended it as a play feature so you can have Batman rappel in real time, but it feels a bit gimmicky. The kid-friendly features should really be skipped on a figure that's likely going to run $25 at most shops. If consistency within your figure collection is important for your display or photography needs, then this figure is an easy pass. But if you're looking for a visually impressive, well-articulated modern Batman figure and you're going to grab the rest of the line, or at least the Justice League, then this figure is a must-have, so buy it if you see it, and if you see 2, leave 1 for the next collector. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a like and hit subscribe because Toy Galaxy is the only toy show on the internet that will teach you how to sit like a proper gentleman.
How is that?
Like this. You can't see my knees, can you?